little bit better, much better. I think my cheeks, well, I always had a fat face, right? Always have a fat face. But as some of you know, some of you all don't know, but I had surgery, right? Actually, they had to take out my wisdom teeth. So that had to get done, family. So I'm just been like, right, these last couple of days. So that's why I have been MIA, and that's why I actually postponed Tuesday's Insight, family. So for some of the family who did not know or wanted to know what was going on with me, and I thank you for all the family who did know, that sent me well wishes, because it's not easy, right? Easy. In fact, the oral surgeon was actually saying that once you reach a certain age, it's actually a lot harder for us to heal, right? So, and trust me, I had been feeling it. I had been going through the motions. My hubby took off a couple of days and was just here pampering me, right? Because I'm telling you, I was just like, oh, every minute he's like, babe. But he did everything for me. So I'm grateful, right? Today I'm wearing my grapefruit shirt. I did lose a couple of pounds, right? But I'm wearing my grapefruit shirt, and you all could purchase this on K-Swin website, family. So you all can go head on over there and purchase some things that you may need. But I have so much to be grateful for, right? So I am wearing my grateful shirt. But that's what happened, family, right? I have been commissioned, and I'm just starting to feel a little bit better, but I have stitches in my mouth, and it's foreign to me because I'm not used to feeling things on the roof of my mouth, and so it's just irritating. I don't like the way it feels in my mouth, but I'm trying to work with it. Um, my husband said when he looked at me, he said, "Baby, it looked like they just tore your whole roof off and stitched it back." But the dentist actually said, the surgeon actually said that they had to take a bone out, and he said that's common because one of my wisdom tooth was so impacted. So yeah, I guess it was attached to the bone, and they had to pull the whole thing out. But I'm feeling much better. I don't do very well on narcotics or anything like that. And the first one they had me on, I guess it was way too strong. So then they changed it the second time to the ibuprofen 800, and I did a little bit better, right? Because I don't do good on antibiotics or the narcotic. I just don't do well on. So every one of them, it just felt like I was being depleted, right? Depleted of my energy, especially those antibiotics. It just felt like it was draining me, family. But I'm feeling much better now, like I said. How's the family doing? I see you looking slim and trim, wearing your shirt. Today, beautiful. I see you. I hope you feel better soon. Yes, yes, I'm getting there. Yes, I've lost some weight. And the first thing, family, let me tell you something. I lose weight. First of all, you already know that I've been off of it, right? This is day 9 that I'm off the meat. And it's just the meat, it's other things too. But because of some spiritual reasons, I know that I needed to get off the meat. So I haven't been having the meat, right? I've been having my fish, right? So I've been having that. And usually I have that over salad. I have been having salad, so vegetables and fruits and my fish. That's mainly it. My shakes, so my smoothies. I make my own green shakes, right? Or my spinach and my kale. So I've been doing that. Um, once I watch what I'm taking into the body, I always lose the weight. It'll come off fast. So yes, the weight have been coming off. And just the 9 days, right? And that's without doing any kind of, yoga, exercise, anything like that, right? But of course, I'm going to slide that in there, right? Because my husband brought my bands back for me. So I figure, I'm going to work out with my bands because I love to use the bands, right? So I'm going to be doing that. But yes, one thing about me, when I lose the weight, family, it comes off here first, right? So it comes off here and all in the boob area, right? So that's how I know this is nothing but fat up here in the boobs area. Because once I start working out, this is the first thing to burn, right? The boobs just is just depleted, right? And I listen to like my mother because I'm very heavy set family, but my boobs, it didn't really start developing until after I had my children. So after I had every child, they got bigger after every child. But when when I exercise, they're the first things to go, right? They'll slim down really fast. And my mother always said that, she was heavy chested, not too heavy chested, but she had some boobs then back in the days. And after she had children, they depleted. So hers shrunk after each child. So, you know. But my family is top and bottom heavy. So I come from a family that they're like that, right? The women in our family, we got boobs and we got butts. So, we just think that we built like that. So it doesn't bother me. I've always been, well rounded. So but yes, fam, yes, right? I'm gonna get this weight off. Today, family, I want to look at this case. A young female, right? She had been missing, I believe, since the 80s, right? A few people had inboxed me, asked me to do this case, and I have kept postponing this case, so I'm getting to it now. This she was a young teenager. She was like 19, right? From what I was told, she was like 19. She went missing. I think she went on a bike run or something, or everyday run that she usually do. Her family never heard from her again. Okay, she was 19 years old. It's like in the 80s. Someone said that it was a picture lingering around. Right? If any of you all know this case, Tara Calico. All right. They said it was a picture lingering around, and they felt like that this could have been her in this picture. One detective or whoever these people are, like the FBI, they declared the person in the picture was indeed her. So one company declared that it was her in the picture that surfaced like 6 months after she disappeared. But then a few others debunked it and said that that was not her in the picture. But her mother, from what I know, her mother strongly believed that was her daughter in the picture. Okay, the picture actually showed an image of her and another young child, like a boy. I know the boy could be like 8 to 12, being taped, right? Duct tape and bound, right? And somebody took the picture too about the young boy, right? So I wonder why nobody's asking questions like, well, who's this boy in the picture? Like nobody's missing a child. Nobody, even if they didn't know much about her, right? Is anybody missing a child? Nobody recognized this child in this photo. All right. Nobody could say, oh, that's my nephew. That's his son. That I don't. So let's look at Calico. Let's see what the ancestors have to say. Hey family, coming in, please hit the like. Yes, please hit the like, family. Tara Calico. Oh, I see the pig Google it. My gosh, she was pretty also. Okay, I see. Yes, very beautiful young girl, right? This could be happen to any one of us or our children, right? We gotta stay prayed up and pray over our loved ones, family, before they walk out that door. So let's see what the ancestors throw out regarding the situation regarding Miss Tara Calico. She was 19 years old. I forget where they said she was from. I don't know if they said she was from Florida. I think it's going to keep sliding, I think. I don't think this. I got the other one on, the not black one. All right, let's see. But if anybody know, because they probably did send it to me, but I probably overlooked it. Tara Calico. Let's see. See what the ancestor says. Interesting the way this come out. New Mexico. Okay, so he's from New Mexico. All right. This is the thing. I got a lot of trauma in here, right? Somebody had her confined. So I gotta look at this, right? And they did. They had her duct tape bound. So as you know, because I believe, when I was reading that, I felt like that instantly. I picked that up. Like that's that young girl who was missing, right? I don't believe that that was anybody else. I believe that that was her. But someone had her confined. Um, Here's the unification. So somebody did that. Somebody met up with her, and look, they have a talent in that. Um, Sometimes these people, right, that have these talents, maybe in different professions, it doesn't even matter if you're a serial killer, right? That's your talent. If that's something you specialize in, that's something that you do, right? So somebody who did that, they is skilled in that. Okay, they skilled in doing this. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Something that when I was meditating over this case too, something that had came through, an energy that had came through is coming through as well in the messages. So I'm gonna take good heed to that, right? Here's the blind eye, right? Don't turn the blind eye. Who is this roommate? Right? Don't turn the blind eye to this roommate who she came into. Because I'm gonna say this. This is definitely someone, right? Who either lived with her at some point in time, who either spent nights or she spent nights at their house or anything like that, right? Yeah. Here's a harsh treatment, right? Like I said, I do believe that that was her. That's the energy that I picked up, that she was tied up. Look at that, right? Look at that harsh treatment there, right? And her being bound, right? Somebody's connected. Somebody's connected in here, right? I gotta look at he's singling her out, right? To do these things. The crazy thing is the energy that I'm picking up, family. I feel like this person is connected, right, to her mother. All right? I feel like this person who has done this to her is connected to her mother, right? Let's see what the ancestors bring out. Um, yeah, don't turn a blind eye to that roommate, right? Just keep that in the back of your mind. Don't turn a blind eye to that roommate, right? Yeah, because there's something going on there, right? Something more. Look along her soul, right? Look along the soul, because that's along her soul. Who she coming with. But I just have this feeling, right, that had came up even when I was looking at what um individuals had sent me. I was looking at some of the like the picture that they had sent, and this is her, right? You know how you just instantly pick it up in your spirit. Um and something else was picked up in my spirit, right? But I don't want to speak about it. But if the ancestors throw it out, I'm gonna speak about it. Bingo. I said if the ancestors was to bring it through, I was going to speak about it. Who is that? Somebody connected to this mother. somebody who she was having a faded relationship with. Who is that? Thank you, ancestors, because I said that I had picked it up right when I was looking at some things, right? And it just instantly just came, and I said, yeah, right? All this is allegedly, family, but you already know, right? Yeah. Look at who have the talent. That's who have the talent. So who she come together with, that's who she was having a fading relationship with in there, right? Look at somebody in the family tree, right? Who kept her confined. Somebody in the family tree. Yeah. If you marry into somebody's family as well, right? You become a branch off of that family tree because you're married to in the family, right? If you're born into that family as well. If you're adopted into that family, right? Many reasons. But this is somebody connected who she was having a fading relationship in here, right? Child, speak ancestors about it. Family said, oh, wow. Look at, can't make this up. So we got a roommate in here that sacrificed her. Sacrificed by a roommate. Right? Sacrificed by a roommate. So this was no stranger. We will hope that strangers is out there doing that, right? We wouldn't want that to happen, but this is not a stranger who did this to this young lady. This is somebody who knew her routine, who watched her, had a falling out with her, and they wanted to get revenge on her for whatever reason, right? Get the communication in there, right? The sacrifice was over a faded relationship. Okay. Here's a no to stop. So somebody telling you to know to stop because of this. So somebody harsh mistreatment in here. No matter what the harsh mistreatment may be. Because slave tells us, you know, a labor slave, right? A sex slave, right? Tell us many of things in there. It tells us about mistreatment, right? So that was the nature, right? Look at the nature. No to stop. The nature, right? Of this dad in here. Who did some harm. The nature was, look at the harm. So you did something harmful in there, right? Look at the tower. The tower usually tell me about somebody home or their work life, right? Seeing that tower is not all what you thought it is, right? It's not all what people think it is in there, right? It's not. Problems in there. Even problems with family. So you got problems in the tower, problems in the home, right? Trauma, arguments, chaos, right? That's going on in there. Yeah, ancestors, right? Somebody that was connected to the mother. All right, let's go a little deeper. Family was saying, stepfather, any man that's connected, yes, and a husband or boyfriend to the mother. My goodness, wow, came right out. The mother has passed on. Pure, you right in that. Yes, yes. And mom turned blind eye. And these things can happen, right? Yeah. So we're going to just go a little bit deeper, see what else ancestors bring. I'm going to leave that out. I got a lot of self-harm. And the only reason why I would get self-harm in a situation like this is you're trusting, right? Sometimes they run off the mouth, right? She's 19, she's a teenager, right? Sometimes they run off the mouth and they say things, even things to their siblings, right? Sibling rivalry and things like that, and they want to get back at you because you may not be their biological child, but the other children may be biological children, right? Anything to that nature. Or maybe someone is just sick of hearing things, right? Yeah. So I got the suicide that tells me self-harm, and I have to look self-harm that this young lady potentially put herself in as well, right? It doesn't mean that she's deserving of this, right? But here's nothing but trauma. Nothing but trauma in here. And if nothing but trauma, right? Nothing but trauma. Look at who's in between worlds. Yeah. They relocated, right? They even travel. See, they got a talent. See this? They got a talent, right? So, a lot of the times they travel in and out of the county, in and out of state, right? They travel, right? They got a talent. So, it's easy for you to lose focus on them, or for them to hide and stash someone somewhere, because they have a talent in that as well. Traveling, things like that, right? And even the double life in there. So, yeah. Took out of the area, right? Out there in nature, out of the area, right? So that young lady is not even in her area where she went missing. They took her out of the area, right? Disposed her in nature. That's what they did. Disposed her in nature. Ciao. So I got somebody obsession in here. Somebody was obsessed with her. This is a father's obsession. And that's what that is. That's a father's obsession. Can't make up, family. Yeah, that was at the hands of a roommate. Look what's going on in this tower. Envy, hatred, jealousy going on in that tower. Look. So what you think is going on? Understand? Look at this. Ancestors said the lies being told about the nature of the harm that's going on. You know the nature of harm? This person right there. Lies being told. Ancestors said yes. Confirmation. Right? Harsh mistreatment given. Right? So this young lady then basically for her life, right? For them not to do this harmful thing to her, but they did it. Right? They wanted a reward, recognition, right? So they take things out on you. All right, let's look into the obsess, right? Yeah. Not only do I look at the obsession, right? So somebody was obsessed with, doing something, getting her back, right? Because of something. Somebody was obsessed with that. So even though they painted a pretty picture, let me tell you something. You see with this honest in this tower, even if they painted a pretty picture, right? The way this message come out, even if they painted a pretty picture and said that, oh, the home was loving, the home was inviting, that's not so. Because see, they make it seem like it's warm and inviting, or a relationship with someone is warm and inviting, right? Because sometimes they don't want to implement their partner or implement somebody else in it, right? So it can seem like it's warm and inviting, right? The relationship, but it's not, right? Ancestor says not. That relationship was envy and hate and jealousy going on back there in that home, right? That's what was going on there. So it wasn't all what you thought or what they portrayed. So what they put out there, it's not what you think it is, right? Obsess. Let's look at the obsess. Ooh, shall. I know that wanted to come out the way that did. Just tell me about entertainment, right? Things you find ways to entertain yourself the many ways. So they was making reckless choices and decisions in a way that they was entertaining themselves, or what they found entertaining. Sometimes somebody inflicting pain on you, they find that entertaining, right? This is what this person did. This what this person found it paining, right? To do that. So it's kind of like, sometimes if people think you're a spoiled brat, you're a rotten brat, right? So when they get a chance to get you on and they terrorize you and victimize you in many ways, right? That's the way of releasing a lot of that, right? So that's what's going on in there. They find it entertaining that they do these things to you, right? Torment you. Look at the entertainment, right? Nothing there, nothing good in the entertainment. You understand? They're being reckless. They're being reckless in there. It's nothing good, right? In that entertainment. So they're in there, right? They're making you suffer. They bringing you pain and suffering. They traumatizing you, yeah, right? But they find it thrilling to themselves. But yeah, self-harm, right? We praying. We don't stop praying. Care how long it's been. We don't stop praying for this young lady's safety and well-being, right? And that she is found safely. But the way things look is telling me that I got somebody is not being truthful in here about the nature of what happened, right? How they harmed this young lady. They're not being truthful. So in order to be a liar, they had to ask the question, right? So they had to ask you, did you know that so-and-so? No. That's the only way the universe is going to perceive you as a liar, right? Yeah. All right, let's look into this. Ooh, child. Look at that. Just flew out. Not only that, right? So somebody is in here, they indulging in some drug use. That's part of one of the self-harm that they doing. And there's a partner, right? So it's somebody's partner. And I know that the person's connected to mom, right? So I got somebody in there, they doing self-harm. They doing illegal drugs, right? Could have even offered her. They doing all of this stuff in here. Let's go a little deeper. This partner. Yeah. Okay, right on out. So we don't got gotta go deeper, right? That's a partner that's at home. That's at home. That's that tower, right? That's that tower. That partner lives at home, right? Who home? Her home. Tara, Calico home. Home. Partner. Legal drugs. They was doing that in the home, right? Gave her some. She's self-harming there because she's indulging it, taking it, right? But they had a deeper agenda back there, right? To get some get back about something, right? Something that was set or something that was, right? From a sibling. They wanted to make her pay for it, right? So something happened in the home. Be known to mom, right? But something happened in the home, and I got somebody who went out of the area, right? Discarded something or even someone, right? They're not being truthful in here. Ancestors, yes, confirmation. They're a liar. And they travel. And they live a double life. You understand what's going on in there, family? So we got Tara Calico, who is missing, who somebody that's connected to mom wanted some kind of recognition here, right? And they decided that they was going to do some things in there, right? And sometimes they get you under the influence of something, just make their job easier to give you something, right? And put you under the influence of something because then they can handle you much better, right? When you're in that state. So that's what's going on in there, right? Yeah. And something happened. All I got was trauma or back here to her head. Or nothing but trauma. Nothing but trauma. And I don't know. You know what it puts me in my frame, even though I've never experienced this, but if somebody just bash you with like a bat or something, like a baseball bat, that's what it felt. It just felt like something just crushed my skull, right? It's just so much trauma back there. That's it. That's what I have on Tara Calico. So those of you all who's following this case, Tara Calico, who wanted to have some insight, everything is allegedly, family, because you know I got to put that here, right? But somebody need to be reinvestigated, right? Because they've been telling some lies in there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the evil entertainment they're in there doing. They're being reckless, right? Doing entertainment. Yeah. Drinking, drugging, whatever. Orphaning it to a teenager, right? Then punishing her, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. A lot of trauma going on in the Ancestor says, right? Yeah. Who she come together with, right? Yeah. Can't make this up, family. You understand what's going on in there? She was sacrificed by somebody she knew. It happened right there in that tower. Somebody not being honest in there about what happened in that home, right? They're telling lies. Yeah. All right, family. So that's what's going on in there. So I figured I would come here and get that taken care of. All because of confirmation 6. She knew. Yeah. Yeah. This is exactly what's going on. No, ancestors don't lie, honey. Anybody needs me to look at another case while I'm up here, family? No, ancestors don't lie, honey. Right? Yeah, something more going on back there. Yeah. Something way more sinister is going on back there. And I picked it up in my spirit the first time when I even just looked at what family had sent me. I picked it up, right? Yeah. I wasn't going to bring it out unless the ancestors brought it through, and they did, so. Kennedy Walton. All right, tell me about Kennedy Walton. Is missing? What's going on with Kennedy Walton? Is he a child? Is he an adult? What's going on with Kennedy Walton? How does Kennedy... What's going on with Kennedy Walton? They're trying to clean this up, right? These people clean up, dumped out the deck. They're trying to clean up the situation. And sometimes these people clean it up, act like it didn't happen. We're going to leave that out. But somebody's trying to clean the whole thing up, right? Whatever's going on with Kennedy Walton. I don't know about Kennedy Walton. Female missing. Kennedy is a female. Kennedy's Walton case been missing since March of 2022 from St. Louis. She is a female. Okay, somebody's cleaning that up, right? Somebody's cleaning that up. Car was spotted a few blocks from her home. All right, let's look at Kennedy Walton. Usually, when somebody's trying to clean something up, family, they backtrack, right? So they backpedal and clean up any kind of evidence, right, that can link them to the crime or to the person. Sometimes these people who usually hang out with her could have been with her that day. They'll recant their story and be like, no, I didn't see her, when they actually did. No, I wasn't with her, but they actually was, because they're cleaning it up, and right? They even clean up a scene, right? Even can clean up an individual. So they're in there, they're doing some cleaning up some things. So let's look at Kennedy Walton. How old is she? Clarity into the situation regarding Kennedy Walton. Kennedy Walton. Yeah. Walton. 26. And you know what I was going to say? Something sure enough happened all in her area. Something was going on all in her stomach area. All in the stomach area, right? Is what I'm feeling. I wonder, was she pregnant from someone? I have to look at her too, right? Between worlds, right? Not only is she out of the area, yeah, that let me know, but also her living that double life, her not wanting people to know what she was doing, right? Or the things that she was about to do. That's another thing, right? Getting a lot of this energy that tells me warnings, right? About the way you live your life, because that's what's coming out, right? Regarding things that you do in your life, right? So however you may do these things, but a lot of that is coming out, right? A lot of that energy that says warnings about your living conditions in there, right? And even the living conditions between you and a partner, so a relationship in there. So that too. To reveal the messages that, oh, child. What in the world is going on here? That's crazy how that came through. Very welcome. It was an illness going on in there, right? It's an illness in there. Here's a goodbye. Something that she wanted to do in here. But look at the mom. Look at this connection in here. Crow was warning. I wonder if she was pregnant, right? I wonder if she was secretly pregnant and that stomach area. All right. I definitely got some drugs use in here. Ancestor saying thank you. She's saying thank you too. But somebody gave her something. I'm careful because sometimes these could be if you're going for a procedure, could be a physician, right? She could have left the area to go terminate a pregnancy, and I hate to have to say that, right? Because she is missing, so she's a victim because she's missing. But see, the ancestors is saying too, some of the things that she did, that she concealed, that she had concealed, yeah, right? It doesn't mean that she's warranted of what happened to her, no. But it's just sometimes when we do things in secrecy, sometimes things can happen in the process and nobody knows because you didn't tell nobody, right? You kept it all a secret. That's why you have to know what secrets to tell and what secrets to keep, family, right? You have to know. Because if you go and just say and you terminate a pregnancy and they do a botch job on you at the place where you went to go terminate the pregnancy, guess what? Nobody know that you're there. Nobody even know. You didn't tell a soul. That's what. In order for them not to have their practice looked at, they could just throw you in the dumpster. You just another missing person now. They do that, family. You know, I have some cases that I looked into, and that's what's going on in some of these cases. You understand? Yeah. Your life or they practice. Who do you think they lose, right? A lot of these places are corrupt anyway. All right, let's go a little deeper. Clarity to the situation. Oh, that feels so good, ancestors. It's a lot of communication, right, going on there, and conflict when she went wherever she went. So even her traveling, even in the whatever that was given to her, was a lot of conflict going on there. So something didn't agree in here with her. Some hate in here in this entertainment that's going on. I got a lot of laughter in here on her soul. I want you to be careful. This is on her soul. I got a lot of laughter on her soul, but I got the crow behind here, right? Sometimes I can get this if you're high. If you're high, these people, they laugh to themselves, even in a situation that's not laughable. They'll do that, right? Or they just, right? So I got some things going on in there. Yeah, somebody. That's somebody who got a talent in there. That's somebody who got a talent in that. So either you a drug dealer or you an anesthesiologist or something, right? In there. She needed medical care and treatment and prevention, right? Sometimes these people be in the medical field, so you need a hospital, things like that. Because one thing I'm gonna say is just tapping in, and that was just briefly. The ancestors alerted me to all her whole stomach area, right? Something was going on there in her area, and it felt like as if somebody would be, maybe you're pregnant. And maybe that is a termination of a pregnancy going on in there. I see a strength in there. And I see the dismember going on back there, right? So the detachment in there, right? Under medicine. And I'm getting warnings and laughter in there, right? So somebody could have been trying to make her feel good in a situation that wasn't really good, and she could have been voicing her concerns in there. The thing is, who's this, right? Because you're well diverse in this area, right? Just your profession in some kind of way. They gave it to her, right? Here's the happy, here's the thing. So whoever this person is that got the talent and delivered the drugs to her, gave her something. So they gave her a concoction of something, right? It's a concoction that tells me medicine and illegal drugs. I can get that on you if you're taking a combination of sin if they give it to you. But I have some communication going on in here, some conflict in there. So it didn't agree with her, right? Something that was given didn't agree with her. Didn't agree with her. So she was definitely given something, right? Could be, I don't know, one of those pills that they give you, right? Let me go a little deeper in here because somebody's trying to clean some things up. I'll see what you want in a minute. Bingo. It's an accident happening there. That wasn't supposed to happen. Look at how that wheel is turning. That was not supposed to happen. That's why, family, exactly why the ancestor says, you got to know what to tell and what secrets to keep. Because somebody gave her something, and that could have been a termination that somebody did in the office, the after pill, whatever, right? Didn't work out well in there for her. Leaving out of the area to do. See, sometimes people, they leave out the area, they go do other things, right? They don't tell you that, right? I was getting a warning on that when she was going out and what she found to do, right? Whatever the entertainment may be, whatever the thing that you may be going to do, right? But something happened in there, right? Something happened in there. Look at the fate of relationship, right? It was an illness. Like the ancestor said, it was an illness. She was sick because something happened, right? Something happened. She didn't agree with a concoction she got in there with the medicine and the illegal drugs, so the medication that she got. See, this is a specialist in that gave her that. You see? You see what's going on in here? You see the envy that the ancestors put out there? You see the birth and the envy and the entertainment? See, because you're going in there to terminate. See, that you would get envy, right? That's hatred, because the ants don't want us to do that, right? Don't want us to do things like that, right? So when you do things like that, that's how it's gonna come out, right? Come out like that, right? You did that. That was something that you went to, right? That's a hateful act that you went in there to do, right? Have a fatal relationship in here because you are terminating something. But then something happened to you in the process. Look at how that wheel turning. That's the wheel of chaos. Something happened, right? A situation, whether it's a genuine accident situation, but it happened in there because something didn't agree in here, right? Let's go deeper into the messages. Yeah, they trying to clean that up. Yeah. And I know that that was a fetus. I know that that was a fetus in there. All right. This is a relationship. This is a loved one in here, right? Try to have strength because of this dismember, right? Sometimes the person could know because they want you to do something and you do it, or they contribute to it, right? Give you something to help you, and then they don't want to be responsible or implement it, right? So they just dispose and clean it up. Yeah, things going on in that relationship, harmful things, right? Medicine, medical care. Look, yeah, that's a pregnancy that was going on in there. Look at this. So not only see what's going on in there, family. See what's going on in there. Fading relationship because she had illness, right? But also she was pregnant in there. That's what they probably didn't know or didn't tell. Look at the trafficking. But I want you to see who's doing the trafficking. So these people, they'll take you, right? They'll take you by force, will, right? But they do, right? They gave her something. Let's see what they're cleaning up in here, right? But the ancestors saying this, right? If you contributed to somebody's death, but see, it's another death in here, right? So I got two, right? I got two. It's two deaths coming on out here, right? Because somebody was this, somebody was that. Yeah. All right, let's look at the clean. So let's jump out the deck. Ancestor said, somebody tried to clean up the fact. Look at that. So not only somebody abused her, she needed medical treatment. Somebody gave her some drugs. So a concoction in there, right? She was this. Somebody even didn't want this. Let's go a little deeper in this abuse and clean. So somebody is in there, they're trying to clean up the fact that they abuse her. And what abuse come negligence, right? So you neglected someone, you abused them. That's what's going on in here. Neglect, abuse, chaos. And the crow is warning against that, right? Yeah. It's a relationship back there. It's a relationship. That relationship have a lot of trauma in there. That's a relationship. Nothing but trauma in that relationship. trauma and harmful things. Yeah, she was this. That's why I'm getting it like that. The way I'm getting it, right? Because pregnancy, the baby the victim, she the victim. And somebody's in there, they not wrapped too tight. So I got somebody in here, they into some things. They could be a drug dealer, right? Because somebody in there that got talent, right? So not only do I have somebody giving somebody medicine for something, all right? So somebody giving someone medicine for an illness, but I'm also have somebody giving them a concoction. So you could be taking the medicine and a street drug, right? Something that's unprescribed, taking it in a combination. Then I have an accident, a situation happening, right? The situation was the conversation regarding this, right? Somebody didn't want that, right? They didn't want it. Then I'm having the honorable happening in here, right? Somebody do this to you. They victimize you, right? That's what I have, right? And I have somebody cleaning it up, cleaning up the fact that they abused her. She was afraid of this individual. You all see what's coming out, right? See, this is relationship. It's a relationship. Relationship with trauma, not trauma here. Let's see what you are saying. A neighbor stated they saw a man park the vehicle and get out. A photo of a 2007 Tahoe similar to the one Walton was driving is posted with this case summary. Walton's cellular phone was turned off at noon on the day of her disappearance. It hasn't been turned on since. The Chevrolet Tahoe was found abandoned in St. Louis. Yeah. And the car was cleaned out too. Yeah. See, ancestors warned, right? About this. You know what this is? This is traveling between worlds. This is all her living a double life. So sometimes these people have secrets. They don't tell you everything that they're doing, right? Ancestors warned against that. Said you have to be mindful of what you're doing in here, right? Living this type of life. Because the things that you're doing in there, it's not going to yield good results, right? That's why you're getting a warning, right? It's nothing but chaos on top of these warnings. So sometimes when we hang out, we meet up with people, right? And whatever, hook up with them, have a good time, pregnant by them, right? And they could already be in a partnership, right? Who knows? Want you to terminate a pregnancy, but from what I see is secrets going on in here, right? Allegedly. Everything is all allegedly, right? But from what I picked up, it was a lot of secrets going on, right? And she was most definitely, and somebody most definitely didn't want her to have a baby. All the trauma that I felt was all stomach, and it felt like something was being ripped out, like, you know what I'm saying? And that could be anything. Tugging, somebody kicking you in your stomach, somebody punching you in your stomach. Somebody giving you a concoction of things, because they did that too. Right? They did that too. Right? Could have had a morning after pill. Right? Could have got the medical prescription that, right? The morning after pill to terminate it, and went there to make sure it was done. Right? The individual want to make sure it's done. And things didn't go as planned, right? Because I'm seeing a situation in there, it's just turned chaotic. So that's what I'm seeing, family. I'm seeing that somebody that she was involved with is involved in what has happened to her. Not only that, she was pregnant too, whether she expressed that or not, whether she told anybody that or not. The roommate, I think, knows. Yes, like that was painful too. They know. Yeah, they know. The report states she was seen crying in the car at some point, and the car was found parked by some guy no one knew. Yeah, probably because once you got the news that this is the plan, right? The plan is that we're not gonna keep this baby, right? Been crying for a number of things, but this is all I'm picking up is the energy that's saying that somebody did not want this baby to be born. She needed to be mindful of the relationship that she was in and the things that she was doing when she was traveling to be with this person in this relationship. So sometimes these people have a long distance relationship, but they don't tell you, right? They don't work with people, right? Yeah. A concoction of things going on. Somebody have a talent in drugs, so you could be a drug dealer. I got a specialist in here too, so it could have been a doctor, could have gave somebody the pill, right? Could have went there just to do a procedure, but things went haywire because you could have been further along than what thought or expected. You understand? So there's a lot of things going on in there, but I'm seeing a relationship. That's what I'm seeing. Seeing a person, I'm seeing her traveling there. I'm seeing a relationship. That's what I'm seeing. That is a setup. Yeah. But for whatever reason, she couldn't have that baby, right? Sometimes these people, because I'm just going to say a drug dealer, because I know one of them is a drug dealer in there. Sometimes these people is in multiple relationships, right? They can't have a baby when they're already in the whole relationship with another female and children. You understand? So some things going on in there. So we're going to just leave that there, right? That's what happened. I can look into another one before I get off of here. If you all have another case for me to look into, I can look into that, right? If you don't, that's fine. Yeah, they cleaned it up. These people do a lot of cleaning. Ooh, child. Go ahead. That's a relationship in there, right? That roommate. That's a relationship. So it's secrets behind that relationship. So the relationship lets me know you spent nights with this person. That's what you was over there doing, right? You was with this person. This relationship. Yeah. It wasn't a stranger. No stranger did that. Yeah. So they was messing around. All right. Let's see. On the card says, I knew it, the roommate. Yeah, that's a relationship. She was having a relationship with this individual, right? All right, let's look at Lori Page, 12-year-old from Florida. Okay. Can you look, could you look into the guy that did a hit and run on me? Somebody did a hit and run on you, like? Let me pull a, I'm going to do Lori Page, but let me pull a quick Ancestors spread, just the Ancestors spread on you, like, to see about this hit and run on you, like. Let's see what the Ancestors bring out regarding the person who did this hit and run on you. this message comes out, right? These people probably just reckless in here. Just reckless driving. Just reckless. Just reckless in here. Yeah. Just reckless, right? Just reckless in there, right? Look at all that laughter, right? That was a thrill, right? Even the hit and run, all right? Like, even the hit and run, right? The person who did it, right? They don't have 2 kids in the world. Look at this. Look at this. Right? 2 kids in the world. All that chaos around them, right? They don't care. They turn a blind eye to a lot of things, right? Sometimes these people just filled with bringing people trauma, all right? So just about this individual, they just filled with bringing people trauma, right? They don't have for people, all right? That's what I'm seeing in here. No regards at all, right? All I'm in here is trauma, right? Nothing but trauma, and they big on that, right? I don't care which way I look at it. They real big on that, right? Doing things and having no care in the world, right? No care in the world. He act like he didn't care, Missy. Yeah. Yeah, that's set. He seemed off. Yeah. No regard. No regard. Do the guys look. Look the other way. They don't care. No regards. These are the type of people that hit someone, right? Mow them down, be like, yeah, okay, I did it. All right. And type attitude people. Yeah. They used to giving people trauma. Right? They don't care. Some people don't care. So that's what I see. Right? That guy, there's not gonna be no remorse. Right? They don't care. He don't care. That's just how he operate. Don't care in there, right? I'm sorry that happened to you, but care, right? Even if he had to pay a fine or anything happened out of there, he's still gonna have no regard, right? They just don't, right? He's in that area. He's in that trauma area, family. If you know, right? He's in that trauma house, family. That's where he's at. So the trauma house just say, your life is just filled with trauma. You don't care if you bring trauma to other people. You just don't care. And it doesn't matter. They don't get it. Right? It's like, oh, well, okay. Pay the consequences and they just keep going on with life. They don't care. So that's what I'm seeing in there. All right? I'm sorry to you. Like, I'm sending you praise and healing energy. He have a felony to face of 5 years. Yeah, and don't care. He even turning a blind eye to that. You see what's going on in there? And your kids were with you. You sense that from him too? Yeah. I'm sorry that happened and the kids had to witness that. Right? Sending you a lot of love and healing energy. Like, all right. Let's look at this Lori page. They gotta find a new car. Yeah, these people, honey. She had a history of running away from home, but would always return after a short time period. After her June 2023 disappearance, she was never seen again. Did I do Lori Page? I don't know. It sounds familiar, right? I remember doing. Was she pregnant? I remember a 12-year-old or 13. They was pregnant. I don't know if this is her. Is she pregnant? Let me know. Let's look at Lori Page. 12-year-old missing, right? She runs away, they says. So she have a history of way, but she always came back, right? She always came back. That's why we got to teach our children the dangers of running away, right, family? Because sometimes you think you're running away from one problem and you run into a bigger problem. You understand? There's demons out there. Some demons in your own home. All right, let's look at Lori Page, 12-year-old. Who's missing? Lori Page. Yes, let's subscribe to you. I feel like I feel like somebody was I don't know, like somebody had her tight, like I don't know, somebody didn't want to let her go. I don't know what was that about. On with life. Is at this stop, but it's not good. Family, that's not good. Right? Some traveling going on. Somebody's traveling there with her, right? Possibly her running away, right? There's some traveling. But the way Ancestor throw it out, she happy to go, right? So she was happy to go. At that time anyway. So when she left that day, she was happy to go. But something happened in here. Yeah. All right. From what I'm seeing here, she was happy to go, right? Here's the giving and receiving. So she was happy, right? She was going to meet up with somebody, something, get something from what I'm seeing, right? But something happened in there. Ancestor says something happened in there, right? So while she was with someone, something happened, right? But I want you all to look at this situation because, see, she was going to get something, right? Somebody was going to gift her something or whatever like that. So she was happy in the Ancestor said, right? So she was going to do something. Here's some conflict, right? The communication. So somebody's doing communication in here, right? They already potentially already thinking about victimizing her. One thing was her doing the communication and going with them to from point A to point B. Right? So that's already, she victimized there. That's a secret. Yeah, she thought she was going to get something out of this, but they were successful in taking her wherever they took her. Yeah, somebody had her hand. Like, what I keep feeling was like, you know how when you, like, if you with somebody and you're trying to leave them, or when you get to some place and you realize it's not what you thought it was going to be and you want to leave, but somebody is holding you so tight they want you to leave. That's what, like, the way that energy felt. Here I got her broken and destroyed, right? Is to why she ain't been doing something. So that's the running. That's the running away in here. That's that, right? So she's happy doing that because she's destroyed in many ways, right? Here's the racist. So somebody did something in here, right? So they being biased against her, right, in here. But sometimes they do that just because of your age. So somebody was successful in doing some things in here, right? Something happened in here as well, right? Something happened here. Yep. Communication successful in there, right? Talking to her and getting them to go from point A to point B. And when they got her over there is when they victimized her. So something happened right there. House, right? And sometimes they could be like that because just because of your age alone, right? If they single you out and they do some things to you because of your age, that's racist, right? So they're being biased now, right? They'll judge you or target you because of your age. So look along her path. Look at her path, family, right? You don't look good. The path don't look good. And they were successful at this. They did in that house. That's along her soul, right? They did some things in there. Let's go a little deeper. They did some things in there, family. All right, let's go a little deeper in here, right? Baby. I'm going to hold off on that energy. Who's along her path? All right, let me see something. Somebody is in here talking about work. They have communication in here about work. Clarity into the situation. Just gonna go a little deep, family. Just a little deeper. Goodness. Somebody's being aggressive in here while they doing some things, right? Third party in here. Look at this. It's a third party. What does this third party got to do in here, right? They're concealing something in here. They're concealing something. This person concealing something. Clarity. Derek. Something. Derek. Something. It's corruption. Family, when corruption comes out, you gotta think outside the box. Right? People you don't be thinking be involved, they be involved. You don't think be happening, it be happening. Something happened back there, right? But I'm also seeing her going with someone, right? So she's leaving with someone for the giving and receiving. And the ancestors said, look right here at the living conditions of this person's home in here. And what they promised her in there, right? See, it's a third party in here. So somebody came right in. That could be a teacher, that could be a principal, that could be a counselor, right? Because somebody was talking about they work. They're having communication in there. And they want communication about, just say, if they want to get the judicial system involved in some things, right? I got some addictions in here, right? This is all a long path, right? Even I got to look in the home life, right? Some other things going on in here, right? I got addictions with family in there as well, right? So I got some family addictions that's going on in there. Is why she's broken and destroyed and won't stop running around. I got that going on. I got her trusting somebody, and she went with this person. Let's look at this tree of life. Definitely a third party in here who contributed to some things, right? Somebody's connected in here. Somebody's connected. Somebody's connected in here. That means whoever this person is, they're connected to this family, right? Is a roommate of the family. So they're connected in here. Unbearable things was going on in the home life and in there. Some unbearable things. Let's see what this corruption is. I know that's my sacrificer in here. Let's see what this is. Corruption. I'm gonna get that. Take this out. Cleaning up this corruption. Yeah, so she come together with somebody. That's who she was running away back here, right? This is a third party in here. But it's like they're connected to her family, right? They're connected to a family. Sometimes when they're connected to a family, they can just say, my aunt's boyfriend, my aunt's cousin, right? They connected in here. Bingo. It's a loved one back there. You see the agent? It's connected to the loved one. So it's a connection. It's not a random person. This is somebody who knew her some way, who watched her. Get clarity onto this tree of life and roommate. That's definitely connected to the loved one. Yeah. The agent, the third party. It's connected. The agent connected to the loved one, right? So they know the family, basically. And sometimes these people already been in authorities for something, and sometimes these people are authoritative figure, right? But this person is definitely connected. So what I have is this young girl running away. Somewhere down the line, it looked like somebody's trying to conceal something, right? But I'm picking up a lot of energy that tells me some things have been going on, right? Now, from what it looked like, this person was successful in taking her from one spot to, so they talked with her, got her to go with them, right? She went. But when she got wherever she went to, she realized it wasn't what she thought it was going to be. Something happened there, right? This person who's about her, they already know about her, right? Because they educated about her. So they already know. Somebody in the surrounding area, so close proximity. Something happened in there. Okay. This person who did it is connected to her loved ones, right? They're in the family. So that's connected to their roommate, to somebody in the family. Okay. So they live with somebody in the family. The person who did this lives with somebody in the family. Ancestor says that right, she was sacrificed. Somebody did this. It's clean. Let's just look into here. Then I'm gonna get off of this case. But this is somebody who knew the family. Somebody who knew the family did this to this young girl. So somebody trying to clean this up. The talent just tells us news, message of birth, right? Sometimes I tell you these people could be artistic, be in gangs, right? Different professions. But they were successful. I tell you, family, they're trying to conceal some things, right? So they was trying to conceal some things. That's why they had a tight grip on this young girl's hand like this, right? Yeah, they're trying to conceal some things that they had did to this baby. All right, that's it for this case, right? Yeah, somebody connected to the family. Yeah, sometimes these people, they be right in your parents, right in your loved one's face. They connected. Acting like they don't know, but they be the ones, right? They're the agent. They be the ones. So that's what I'm seeing in here, family. Right? It's excessive. Right? Yeah. That's what I'm seeing. Right? Just wicked. Yeah, ancestors say, you gotta think outside the box. People who you don't think be involved, they be involved. That's what I'm seeing. And from the way the ancestors threw this out, you see this? This person was talking about their job, right? About conflict, about their job too, right? It looked like they could have gotten to something as well regarding their job. So you know how somebody can just get into, just say you can get into some legal things and it could affect your job, or you did something to a child that could affect your job if you're working with children, right? Somebody was talking about something that's surrounding the law and how it will affect their job. So somebody was talking about that, okay? So they was expressing that. So I wonder if this potential, if you're messing with a minor and people find out that you're messing with a minor, is this person a teacher of some sort? Because if you're messing with a minor and people find out, you know, that's a potential that you're going to lose your job, right? If you're working with children, you're messing with minors. See, somebody was talking about that. I think they was discussing that, right? How some kind of conflict that they was concealing, if it comes to light, right, it could affect their job. Somebody was in there, they was discussing that, right? It was concealing some things. So there's more going on back there, right? Somebody had been doing some things with a minor that they shouldn't been doing. And more likely, it probably wasn't the first time, right? But they had to address the situation now before it got out of hand or before everybody else realized what was going on. The report says the family is private and quiet since her going in. Yeah. The family know. Yeah, well, guess what? The person who is involved connected to the family, right? And like I said, sometimes it could be auntie's boyfriend, right? Auntie's and the uncle of someone. Yeah. Like I said, Michaela Wilkerson and her daughter, Michaela Wilkerson, is from St. Louis, Missouri since July. I would Pack Light, I would definitely do. Let me just do a quick. I will do a quick ancestor spread. All right, then I'm gonna get off of here. I will do ancestor spread, and then I will do a full spread on Michaela Wilkerson, her daughter. All right, so let me do a quick ancestor spread right now to see what the ancestors go out regarding Michaela Wilkerson and her. Okay, they both name is Michaela. Okay, let me look at the Michaelas, and then I will do a quick ancestor spread, and then I will do a full spread the next time on Michaela Wilkerson. Okay, don't let me forget, Backlight, because you all know I get into my private cases and I forget to do the other ones. We gotta get started with ritual. Love you too. Family, make sure that you all who's performing to take your power back, make sure that you all tune in and get it done today. Because today is day one. All right, let's look at Michaela Wilkerson. Michaela Wilkerson, ancestor clarity. So, situation regarding Michaela Wilkerson. All right, this is what I'm getting. I'm getting a lot of secrets, right? The answer says secrets regarding the communication, even of where they went and what was going on, right? So just the whole situation, right? There's a lot of secrets, right? Even in the communication that's going on, right? Regarding this case, and what happened with them, okay? But I am seeing some things that tells me that I have to be mindful of somebody who's in here, right? Who she's doing communication with. Okay, so mom, daughter, Oh, was daughter. Put that in there, pack light. Woo. Child, and I was going to say that too. Yeah. I feel like this person, did Michaela have a stepfather? Because that's what I'm picking up. I feel like this fated relationship is a person that mom was involved with, right? Could have possibly been a stepfather or something, right? To Michaela. Okay? So I'm looking at that, right? I got fated relationships in here. I got some communication that's going on, not the best. Right, on all angles where I look at it, right? Communication that's not best in here, right? So it's secrets regarding somebody who she had an off and on relationship with, and they just didn't get along in here, right? Arguments, all that going on in there. She left with an occult. I wonder who in the occult. Somebody that she hooked up with, right? That possibly could have been like a father figure to her daughter. You're gonna look at this. What's going on in here? It's a lot of secrets, fate, and relationship, and what's going on in here, right? Seeing her going with somebody, right? But for some reason, this feels like it will be somebody who's connected more to her daughter, like somebody who she could have been communication with, right? But it took a liking in her daughter, like a father figure type energy is what I'm picking up, right? They could have been a part of, he could have been a part of the cult, but that's what I'm picking up, right? That's what I'm picking up, communication in there. But I am picking up a male in there, right? I'm picking up a male. I'm just picking up a male and, you know, communication going on in there, right? And I'm going with this male. That's what I'm picking up. And I just picking up some secrets back there, right? Regarding the relationship. Yeah, a lot of emotional things. No, a lot of emotional things, a lot of secrets, a lot of deception, right? Here's a celebration that they in here, they doing in there, right? But the ancestors saying that they, look at this. They went and met up with somebody. They went to get somebody, right? It doesn't matter what they in here, they celebrated or was to celebrate, but I got to look at this, who they left with, right? Who they went to go get. So you went to go with somebody, you went to get somebody surrounding something that y'all was going to do in here, right? And I just feel like this person took a liking to the daughter in some kind of way, right? That's what I'm getting, right? That's what I'm getting, pack light. Okay. So far, all I'm seeing is some secrets surrounding what has happened. Okay. And the communication is not the best here. It looked like some deception has went on here, right? Sometimes you trust in the wrong people or going with the wrong people. It's a celebration. Yeah, we're celebrating something. Ancestors said yes, confirmation in there. All right, they went to go get this male, right? Doing communication with this male. in here. Not saying that the male, they said she left with a coat, not saying that that male that she went to go meet up or pick up or picked her up, not saying that he couldn't be a part of this occult or got her to join this occult, right? That's where I'm picking up the most of my energy from. The celebration was some promises. They made a promise, they made a pact in here to do some things, right? And it looked like to go be together, right? Singled out, deception. So yeah, somebody played on her emotions. Somebody definitely did that. Answer said yes, confirmation. All right, so somebody singled her out. They played on her emotions. They deceived her in here, right? That's what I have in here, right? This smell is responsible for that. Okay, it's a lot of conflict in here. That's what I'm picking up. All right, that's what I'm seeing. Okay, and she did go. Right, she did go. That's what I'm seeing. She was deceived. Yeah, she was definitely deceived by the person. A lot of deception in here, right? Right? And look at the celebration, right? Promises. Sometimes these people, they deceive you and tell you, you know, I want to marry you, right? They look at this, right? You in there, right? Because these are promises. Promises kept or promises broken. So they in there, right? Telling you all about things you want to hear, right? But it's not what you think it is, right? It's not. So that's what I got in here, right? Not what you think it is at all. I have. Okay? Somebody singled out, like the ancestor said. Yeah, they played on her. Told her promises, gave her broken promises, singled her out. Ancestor said confirmation. That's what they did, right? These people sell you a dream. The way this comes out. That's all I'm seeing. Okay. Yes. That's what I'm seeing. So, but I will do a full read on this young lady. All right. So the next time I come up here, I will do a full read on this young lady. See what the ancestors bring out. But it looked like there's a lot of secrets in here. The ancestor says, right? A lot of secrets, a lot of deception, a lot of broken promises, right? Faded relationships. So people, they sometimes they act like, you know, they unruly sometimes. All right. So that's getting in here. All right, family. I'm gonna get. I've been up here long enough, family. You are very welcome. Pack light. I love you all, family. I want you all to enjoy the rest of your evening. You all know, if you all was here at the beginning of the live, you all know I'm nursing mouth still, because you all know I already explained it at the beginning, so I'm still nursing my mouth. And it's not easy, right? But that's what I'm doing in here. All right, family. So I'm going to call it a night, family. You all look on Patreon. I did plug in some things up there on Patreon for you all. And tomorrow I will put out some content. All right, family. And I'm a little behind, right? But I'm trying to play catch up. Good evening, Missy. Oops, sorry. Yes, you have a good evening as well. Love you all, family. Hi, BJ. So I'm gonna say good night. Love you all, family. And I'll see most of you tomorrow. You have a blessed weekend as well, Tiffany.